Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Music Dungeon with me, Mac Plays Banjo. We got a super special episode for you today. Today we're reviewing Steve Martin, who is an American comedian, actor, writer, producer, and most importantly, banjo player. And my comments have informed me that he's pretty dang good, in fact one of the best of all time. Now I doubt that because, no offense to you guys, but in the past couple of days your opinions on who the best banjo player of all time is has been very poor. I'm not very informed with the banjo world. I hate to say it, but it's true. But we're not going to get into that whole mess. Today we're just doing a easy little reaction to Steve Martin's banjo playing. So I looked him up on YouTube, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to watch the most popular videos down, I think, when I search Steve Martin banjo. Although I am going to skip the clawhammer ones because I know he plays a lot of clawhammer. I'm not a clawhammer player. I can't review that. I just want to review his three-finger picking, okay? And I am going to do what I do best. I'm going to offer a little expert analysis, a little advice maybe if his playing needs some work. I'm going to evaluate if he's a banjo master or a banjo loser. Those are the only two categories you can fall into. And by the way, I'm definitely in the banjo loser category. Okay, I'm not over here. But Steve Martin might be. We'll see. We'll see. And I'm kidding, of course. There's a whole spectrum of skill on banjo players. There's not just two. But, you know, you gotta say something spicy at the start of videos, right? But anyways, let's get right into it. He is here.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Steve. Oh, sorry. We're not doing this in French. All right, I forgot. Anyway, we're going to play a couple of tunes.
He has another banjo player? What?
Do that again. Okay. Yeah, you screwed.
This is, it's Graham Sharp, right? He plays the Steep Canyon Rangers, I believe. And Steve, they kind of just back Steve Martin up. I figured they would have booted him to the curb since they have Steve Martin to play, but maybe Steve wants a backup player in case he screws up. Maybe that's like a rich musician thing. They can have some smaller guy behind him to take over in case they mess up.
On the water we are not. Will you
Compartment Caroline. One who wears.
Okay, yeah, this is all clawhammer, so forget that. Or let's see, was this video? Yeah, he's playing clawhammer here too. Nothing against clawhammer other than it being disgusting and obscene. I'm kidding, guys. Don't freak out. I'm kidding. I just don't play clawhammer, so I'm not gonna review his clawhammer playing. I want to review his three-finger playing. Clawhammer medley. This is clawhammer. Jeez. I know he plays three-finger style. I know he does. Where is it? Rascal Flatts and Steve Martin tribute to Earl Scruggs. Oh, it's 3 seconds long. Okay. How come they have 4,000 views on a 6-second long video? Their watch time must be awful. That must not be good. Daddy played the banjo. Do not tell me this is it's got to be clawhammer. Ah, okay. We need three-finger examples. Allison Brown. Clawhammer. Does he just do clawhammer? No. I could have sworn I've seen him play three-finger stuff. Okay. Here. This is a video with him and Bela Fleck. Surely he's playing three-finger. Oh my goodness. It's him, Bela Fleck, and two other banjo players. That's a lot. That is a lot of banjo on stage. Frankly, they have Bela Fleck on there. The other three guys can just watch. I don't think they need to be up there after Bela walks on stage. Now, if I was up there, they would just chuck me off. They'd be like, no. But you can tell these three guys have connections. Like, I would not be allowed to be on stage with Bela. Although that's funny since I've literally been on stage with Bela before. But, oh, subtle name drop. Whoa, no. Okay. In this situation, they would just like usher me off, but these guys clearly have connections. Steve Martin is rich, so he probably just paid Bela to be here. Anyway, let's review the banjo playing, shall we? Okay, He's finally playing three finger. Now we can start the review. And it's going to be freaking hard with the other three banjo players playing, but we'll do our best. Okay, so he likes archtops. Interesting. It seems fine so far. I've heard a couple flubbed notes, but nothing crazy. He clearly knows how to play at least. A lot of these celebrity musicians, and I know that Steve does not fall into this category, but a lot of celebrity musicians don't. Like, it's kind of questionable how much of musicians they actually are and how much, like, their squad that they hire is making the music, you know? I don't know. But Steve Martin can clearly at least play the banjo competently with at least easy things, because this isn't that hard, but that's nothing against it not being hard. But at the very least, he has the basics down. We can say that. This rhythm is pretty good. Okay, that was a really cool thing to see. Let's look at this. So watch. I've talked about this in videos before. Particularly, I think I talked about it on the Mean Mary video. But watch how much Steve Martin's right hand moves, and then compare it to how much Bela's hand is moving. I think this is a teachable moment for us guys. Okay, see how much movement there is with Steve Martin's hand? Like his fingers are kind of flailing more than they need to. And then it pans over to Bela's. Watch Bela's right hand. There is no extraneous movement in Bela's hand. That's called economy of motion, and that's really, really important if you want to be able to play fast, you want to be able to play for long periods of time, and you don't want to hurt yourself in the long term when you play. Now, there are a lot of great players who don't do economy of motion, but they're great players in spite of that, not because of it, right? So you really want to strive to make your movements as small and efficient as possible for longevity, so you don't hurt yourself, so you can play faster, because the less movement you have, the faster you can go. For your technique, because you'll have better technique, you'll be able to play more cleanly, right? All these things are really, really affected by your economy of motion. So if you have really sloppy hands and your fingers are just going everywhere, you're going to be more likely to make mistakes and play worse. So that was just kind of a cool thing that they panned straight from the hands. I like that. Not to say if Steve Martin's economy of motion is bad. I think it's clearly working for him, just that Bela's is superior because it's Bela. I don't know why they're showing the fiddle, the most boring instrument on stage. Oh boy. Fiddle hate comments incoming, jeez. I'm just fighting words. I'm gonna get all these comments. Young man! You're too young to understand what a fiddle is. This is a pretty good fiddle player. Bela, what are you doing? Bela's just chatting it up in the background. He's so bored. He's like, oh, this music. It's in 4. Never modulates. It's just got to be so boring for him. So he's just talking to the basses. Oh, Sam Bush. Okay. I was not expecting... Oh my gosh, 3 mandolin players. So they have 4 banjo players and 3 mandolinists. Am I getting this right? There's a freaking bluegrass orchestra on stage. And the thing, like, orchestras have so many instruments that they all play the same part and make it louder, right, in the sections, or at least to some extent. And these guys are all just playing different parts, so it just kind of just mushes together in a ball. So it's not like cohesive and louder. It's just like a big jumbled mess. Not that it sounds like that, you know, it sounds good, but it's just kind of funny that they have so many of every instrument on stage. What, are they gonna have 16 guitarists? Like every freaking bluegrass jam I've ever been at? Maybe this is just a jam. All these randos just show up to play Steve Martin's music. All the identical headstocks. Okay. This isn't Steve Martin. I don't know who this is. I still don't know who it is. I recognize his face. I've seen him in bands and stuff, but I don't know his name. I'm sure he's fine though. Bela's watching him. That's gotta be scary. Did the fiddler just steal Bela's solo? Oh, there are two fiddlers too, of course. How could... Why am I surprised? Okay, here's Bela's solo. Did Bela just flub a note? What? Oh, not so high and mighty now, are we, Mr. Fleck? No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm just talking crap, okay? Bela probably only flubbed the note because he's so freaking bored with his music. It's not nearly wacky enough for him. Yeah, he's just playing around with different positions. He's just trying to have fun. Not Bela's best solo, I gotta say. But hey, I mean, it was still good, but it was very, very positional. Not that that means much, you know. He's Bela Fleck. Who cares? He's really good, but, you know, interesting stuff. What is Sam Bush doing? For what you doing? That banjo costs 100 grand. They gonna get in a fight? Are we gonna see Bela and Sam Bush throw down on stage? That'd be awesome. Okay, we got our little mandolin nest over there. And this is Graham Sharp, right? Okay. Some cool close melodic stuff. That was cool. Sam, why do you freaking keep reaching for his tuning pegs? I don't know who this dude playing the solo is, but I have been... He was at Blue Ridge Banjo Camp one of the years I was there. I didn't talk to him because I had no idea who he was, but I recognize him now. Okay, that was cool. I mean, we had 15.6 million people approximately on stage, which made it a little hard to analyze Steve's banjo playing. Are there any videos of him just doing it solo, three finger? That's what I'd really like. Noam Pikelny and Steve Martin. Oh my! Oh, they play dueling banjos. Okay, this could be just the thing. Steve Martin playing one-on-one. The banjo player that we know is definitely not in the loser category. This could be a very good way to analyze his skill. So let us give it a little watch-see. And geez, they look more washed out than my videos. That's crazy.
I'd love to bring him out. His name is Noam Pikelny, and he was decided upon by one of the great 6 or 7 of the greatest banjo players who are around.
Was he here on the show with you once before, this man?
No.
This is his first time on the show?
No. In fact, some of those players are on the board. Bela Fleck and Tony Trier.
Yeah.
So, do you mind if I bring him out?
I hope you do. Please do.
Okay. Mr. Noam Pikelny, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that a piano rendition of Foggy Mountain Breakdown? What a freaking insult.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Man, this is young Noam, ain't it? Bro looks like a scrawny teenager, just like me. I saw in my comments that someone said I was 13, and like, I would be the deepest voiced 13-year-old of all time. I'm just gonna say that. I'm also 6'4", so I would have like some sort of gland problem. I know you guys can't tell how tall I am in the video, but I just thought that was kind of funny. I don't know. I was a little flattered that they thought I was that young looking, but 13, come on, guys, come on. I know the braces don't help, but you know, adult braces, I know it's embarrassing. It's fine. Whatever. We're watching. We're watching this video now. Super young Noam Pikelny. He's a little 13-year-old baby, just like me. Let's watch it. You know he's dying inside with that piano rendition of Foggy.
Good to have you on the show. Congratulations. And congratulations on what must be a great career, and congratulations on the first Steve Martin Prize for Banjo and Bluegrass.
Yes, and we're very excited. I'm very excited. Dave and I, very excited. Mostly, you have Dave to thank.
Yeah.
This is your check for $50,000. Wow.
Did he say $50,000?
Check for $50,000.
How do I win this prize? How good do I need to get to be able to win this prize? Oh, that's Noam Pikelny. Okay, well, maybe that's not in my future, guys. I don't know. Maybe this video will get Steve's attention, and he'll give me the prize. Wow, Steve Martin is the best banjo player of all time. That's so crazy, guys. That's what we should learn. No, I'm kidding, guys. I'm not gonna sell out for $50,000 for free. Okay. Oh, geez, that's a lot of money.
Wow. That's great. Thank you so much. And that's incredible. And I thought we would play a little
that
quick
would be
tune.
great.
We thought we'd play dueling banjos. It's kind of an old-fashioned tune. Most, actually, no one is way beyond dueling banjos, but we thought it'd be
Just a little bit.
That'd be great.
Good
I would love to hear it. Thank you very much. Thank you both.
So here we go.
Okay.
And it's kind of a contest song where he plays something and then I have to play what he played, and it's sort of, you know the tune.
Yeah. Okay.
Every single 82-year-old watching the Letterman show knows that, Steve. You don't need to explain that to this audience. Ooh. You can tell that Noam is a three-finger guy and Steve is a claw hammer guy by the way they're strumming. Noam is strumming with his thumb, and then Steve is strumming with the back of his fingers. Is that Bach? If Steve does that, I'm going to be very impressed.
That was very nice. Thank you so much. A great
Are we
pleasure.
still on the air?
Honey, yes, we are.
Okay, I don't know, guys. I've been filming for a long time, and I can't find any videos of Steve Martin playing solo three-finger banjo. So I think I might call it a wrap here. If you guys know of any videos that really demonstrate Steve Martin's three-finger playing, let me know in the comments, and I'll react to those in a video, and then we can actually analyze his playing. For now, though, I think we can say he's a very funny guy who definitely can play banjo. How well is undetermined. None of these videos that I watched gave me enough material to be able to tell just how good of a musician he is. But maybe someone watching this will know. So if you do know any better videos that I can watch, please let me know in the comments, and I'll make a video watching those, and then we can actually analyze his playing. Anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, go check out one of the other videos on my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. So have a good day. I'll see you. Bye-bye.